जी यूनिट 1 में जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं वो आपको स्क्रीन पर नज़र आ रहे हैं। हाउ कैन पीपल अचीव परफेक्शन इन द मॉरल, स्पिरिचुअल एंड सोशल एरियाज ऑफ लाइफ? व्हाट मेड द नॉन मुस्लिम ब्रिंग देयर सूट्स टू द रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम? Why did non-Muslim trust the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How did the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam resolve the issue? How did the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam set high and noble ideas for all mankind? How does the Holy Quran describe the personality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? ये वो क्वेश्चन है जो आपने यूनिट 1 में से तैयार करने हैं। यूनिट 2 में से जो क्वेश्चन आपने तैयार करने हैं, why does Chinese dinner consist of 8 or 9 dishes? What do decorations on doors and windows symbolize? Why is Chinese New Year never on the same day each year? What do the little red envelopes filled with money symbolize? What is the significance of New Year's Eve dinner? When does Chinese New Year start? What can we learn from failure? How is failure not a disgrace? How many times should we try and why? What should we do if we find our task hard? Unit 4 में से why is it necessary to keep away soap from the wound? When do you need to see a doctor? What should your first aid kit consist of? You should not keep checking if the bleeding has stopped. Why? How is an antibiotic cream or ointment good in healing the wound? Unit 5 में से what will happen after the rain stops? What do the rich and poor leaves stand for? What according to the poet is a sweet noise? Unit 6 में से how is a newspaper more convenient medium of news? How does television make us lazy? What is one good thing about newspaper? Why do some people read more than one newspaper? How does a viewer get restricted while watching TV news? Which medium do you prefer for news? Why? Unit 7 में से 3 क्वेश्चन करने हैं। What are some distinctions of the writer? How has the writer spent his summer vacation? What has he gained from his summer job experience? यूनिट 8 में से करेंगे व्हाट इज विंड डूइंग टू ऑल मैन्स वर्क? हाउ डज द सीन लुक लाइक व्हेन विंड इज स्टिल? यूनिट 9 में से करेंगे व्हाट इज मेंट बाय राइट प्रोफेशन? हाउ कैन कैरियर काउंसलर हेल्प द यंग पीपल? व्हाट वर सम फेमस कैरियर्स फॉर द यंग पीपल इन द पास्ट? यूनिट 10 में से करेंगे हाउ डज अ बुक कनेक्ट द रीडर एंड द राइटर? विच बुक हैज़ इंस्पायर्ड यू द मोस्ट? वाई? इन वट वे बुक्स आर बेटर देन रेडियो, टीवी एंड इंटरनेट? कैन मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी टेक द प्लेस ऑफ बुक्स? यूनिट 11 से करेंगे व्हाट चेंजेस पिप्स लाइफ? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ बॉय वाज पिप? हु वाज जो? हाउ डिड ही ट्रीट पिप? Why did the prisoner support Pip? Who looked after Pip after the death of his parents? यूनिट 12 में से करेंगे हाउ आर वाटर रिसोर्सेज अंडर ग्रेट स्ट्रेस? व्हाट इज द लिमिटेशन ऑफ इम्प्रूव टेक्नोलॉजी? व्हाट इज द मेजर काज ऑफ फूड शॉर्टेज एंड मेल न्यूट्रिशन? हाउ इज फॉसिल एनर्जी अ फाइनाइट सोर्स? व्हाट इज द मेजर काज ऑफ फूड शॉर्टेज एंड मेल न्यूट्रिशन? यूनिट 13 में से करेंगे व्हाई डिड द ओल्ड मैन हर्ल अ स्टोन एट द कैमल? ऑन व्हाट कंडीशन वाज द क्रिमिनल अलाउड टू लीव? व्हाई डिड द अक्यूजर फॉरगिव द विलेजर? व्हाट केस डिड द यंग मैन ब्रिंग टू हजरत उमर फारूक? व्हाई वाज सहाबाज वरीड? इसी तरह जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एसेज हैं इनमें आप कर लें माई लास्ट डे एट स्कूल, अ ट्रू मुस्लिम, माई हाउस, कर्टसी, आ क्रिकेट मैच, हॉकी मैच, कायदे आज़म। और पैराग्राफ में आप कर सकते हैं माई स्कूल, माई नेबर, अ रोड एक्सीडेंट, फैशन, अ ड्रीम। इसी तरह जो अहम तरीन पैराग्राफ हैं उसमें आप कर सकते हैं मैं 10वीं जमात में पढ़ता हूँ वाला, वालिदैन की इज़्ज़त करना हमारा अखलाकी फ़र्ज़ है ये वाला, एक दफ़ा 2 सफ़र पर रवाना हुए, शहर आने से पहले हम गांव में रहते थे, मेरे घर के सामने एक बाग है, ये मेरा मकान है, जोहरी तवानाई को इंसान के फ़ायदे के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है, एक नौजवान बाग में बैठा था वो कुछ फ़िक्रमंद था। ये वाले अहम तरीन पैराग्राफ हैं जो आप तैयार कर सकते हैं। इसी तरह मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जो पैराग्राफ आपने तैयार करने हैं यूनिट 1 के, ये आपको स्क्रीन पर नज़र आ रहे हैं। हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम लाइफ इज़ अ परफेक्ट मॉडल। हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम practically proved as head of state of Medina. During the sermon, an Ansari is seeing some, while Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was on his. इसी तरह सेकंड यूनिट में से चाइनीज़ न्यू ईयर इज़ अ हॉलीडे। Another popular custom is to hang New Year's Eve dinner on the eve of the honoring the animal every year is associated. यूनिट 4 से आप करेंगे We all need help at times in our lives. Handling minor accidents at home. Apply an antibiotic. Clean the wound. यूनिट नंबर 6 से करेंगे न्यूज़पेपर डू नॉट रिक्वायर अस टू सिट, ईच मीडियम हैज़ स्ट्रेंथन दैट, न्यूज़ कवरेज ओवर टेलीविजन इज़ डिफरेंट, टेलीविजन ब्रिंग्स लेजीनेस। यूनिट 7 से करेंगे एज ए स्टूडेंट आई एम एन एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेंट, द लास्ट कपल ऑफ ईयर्स हैव बीन, आई एम ग्लैड दैट आई हैव गॉट अ टेस्ट ऑफ व्हाट। यूनिट 9 से करेंगे टुडे लाइफ हैज़ बिकम मोर डायनामिक, द स्कोप ऑफ एनी फील्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ मार्केट्स, career counselors are generally well informed. Once a field has been selected, the next step is. Unit 10 से करेंगे literature is the story of humans. Books are a source of comfort. Tough. Though reading a book connects us with, it's important that we work to give. Unit 11 से करेंगे in London, Pip studied hard. Pip and his friend decided that London was. The story begins when Pip. यूनिट 12 से करेंगे वाटर इज़ एन अदर क्रिटिकल आइटम फॉर ऑल, फॉसिल एनर्जी इज़ अनदर प्राइम रिसोर्स यूज्ड, सर्टेनली इम्प्रूव्ड टेक्नोलॉजी विल असिस्ट। यूनिट 13 से वंस हज़रत उमर रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हु सिटिंग, द कैलिफ लुक्ड एट द यंग मैन, द थर्ड डे dawned, hearing this the Sahaba रज़ियल्लाहु अन्हु when the whole court was in a worry। इसी तरह से जो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट हैं वो भी आपको स्क्रीन पे नज़र आ रहे होंगे। She says we have shifted to another house. The teacher will say you have done your work very well. He says she has written me a very encouraging letter. She says we love and respect our neighbors very much. She is ready to accompany us to Karachi. He says I have not heard the latest news about her. The doctor says the patient is still in a state of coma. The teacher says she has always been a good student. She will say he did not come up to my expectation. She says I hope I'm not late. You will say I'm cranky. She said I like clouds in the sky. He said I'm unwell. He said to her I live in his building. They said our teacher is on leave. Arif and Aisha said to their mother we like mangoes. She said I'm helping my mother in the kitchen. She said that she was helping her mother in the kitchen. Afsha said I'm sewing mother's shirt. He said they are not doing their duty well. He said to me you are not running very fast. They said we have done our duty. The teacher said to us, you have not completed your drawing. She said they have not eaten their meals. The teacher said, I have often told you not to play with fire. My brother said to me, you have missed the point completely. He said, I completed my drawing half an hour ago. He said that he had completed his drawing half an hour ago. She said, I did not go to school yesterday. He said, she's saying a beautiful ghazal at the concert last night. She said he rang me up at 12 midnight. He said the boy did not put a good shadow last night. She said I shall never do such a thing. Afsha said they will wait for us for 1 hour only. They said we shall never make a promise we cannot fulfill. He said I shall explain this to you only if you listen to me with patience. He said I hope you will not repeat this mistake. She said to me you are a lazy boy. She said is this your book? He said do you have any share in this firm? They said have you ever visited Murray Hills? He said aren't you ashamed of yourself? The teacher said did you do your home task yesterday? The mother said didn't I ask you not to go there? Rehna said, "Will you stop interfering in my work?" The mother said, "Shall we invite the Qurayshis also?" Adnan said, "Had you left Karachi before writing this letter?" The judge said, "Have you anything more to say?" He said, "What do you want me to do?" The mother said, "How did you fail in your exam?" Raza said, "Where are you going?" The teacher said, "Who is this book? Whose is this book?" The teacher said, "Who is the author of this book?" The stranger said, "Which is the way to zoo?" The manager said, "How do you propose to solve this problem?" The boy said to her, "What do you want me to do?" The pupil said, "Where have I eased?" The teacher said, "Who is the next on list?" She said to her sister, "Please say something." She said to her friend, "Please have dinner with me tomorrow at 8. The judge said, "Call the next witness." Farhan said to his uncle, "Please help me in getting some job." The doctor said to the patient, "Take complete rest and follow my direction." The teacher said to the pupil, "Read the paragraph and explain it in simple English." The mother said to her daughter, "Please tidy up your room." She said to me, "Don't waste time in idle talk." She advised me not to waste time in idle tasks. The teacher ordered not to make a noise. The father advised his son not to leave that room without his permission. The mother said to her daughter, "May God bless you with a son." She said, "Would that my father were alive." The mother said to her son, "May you return successful." She said, "What a beautiful piece of art it is." He said, "How well she sings." He said, "Alas, we cannot defeat our enemies." She said, "What a pity you missed that function." He said, "Hurrah, I have won the medal."